was a difficult day in the office for Sirtex. Their company's trading update last Friday saw it downgrade its dose sales. This is its product, its medical device for treatment of certain cancers, to 4 to 6%. That is from double digits previously and 16% on the PCP. Now, this company isn't going to alter their OPEX, so that combined with lower sales really impacts the bottom line. It's calling for flat growth to minus 12% in a whole in fiscal 17, sorry. And consensus, we're sitting at 30% up. So, it's a 30% downgrade from consensus expectations. Now, the stock promptly, as Lucky you were saying, it lost 50% of its value, closed a mere 40% lower at 16 bucks. While losing half of your market cap isn't a very good look, it is when you're on the right side of this trade. We've been reducing this name for a while now. We flagged numerous concerns, so nothing that came out of this trading update was a surprise to us as to why the stock got pummeled. That included increased competition around the globe. We see tighter reimbursement. And remember, reimbursement feeds into the top line of these companies. It definitely has a complex write-up, giving it's a medical device, really in a market that has oral chemotherapeutic drugs. Very short sales cycle. Very interesting to see as well. Management, for the first time ever, actually admitted that growth in certain indications was predicted on them showing overall survival next year in the first half. That's what we've been saying, and they haven't actually admitted it. And it was good to see them come out with that. So really, for us, it wasn't a surprise. But the exact timing of this downgrade was a little sus. I would believe it's just a culmination of all these events as well as ongoing volatility that we do see in this name. So the main question from here for us is, what do you do with the stock now? Obviously, the network was buying it on the day. And to tell you the truth, even though we are a permanent bear on this name, I think it was overdone myself. So we don't believe the base business really has fallen off a cliff. If you look at a 5-year average sales of this business to 19%, but it is slowing. The 3-year average is 17.5%. Last year, as I said, they did 16%. Now we're targeting 4 to 6%. So I think that it is a blip. However, the market opportunity here, as I said before, it is modest. It's $300 million. Now, when I do the back of the envelope calculation, Sirtex has about 40% of this market. Mainly, that's in 2 indications. That's metastatic colorectal cancer and primary liver cancer. These are the core indications for this business. And this market is in decline. Now, I think that was a very interesting point that was brought out on the call last Friday, because what happens is this therapy that they have is really relegated to the treatment of last resort. So every new compound that comes in actually will precede this compound. So what it does is it pushes it further downstream. And what happens is you have a patient attrition problem. So they're losing actually their market opportunity in the base business. So really here, nothing changes our view going into next year. Remember, the first half of 17 should see the reporting of 3 clinical trials. We believe the risk is high for every one of those trials. However, we are moving our rating from reduced to a hold, given we don't believe the base business should be impacted or minimally impacted by the results, good, bad, or indifferent, of those studies. And looking at this level at 16 bucks, I think the risk reward is much better balanced for us. I'm looking at upside to the stock, 25 bucks plus. That's roughly 60%. Downside, 10 bucks. So it's about 40% downside. So here, shares are trading on our new estimates about 20 times forward earnings. Right off 17, it's going backwards to flat, as I said. But 18 and 19, looking for double-digit growth. So as I said, I'm moving it back to a reduced, but there's still a risk out there in the first half. And I'll use management. They're saying that it's an excuse to wait. That's what they said on the call. So I'm using it as an excuse to wait for the trials to play out. Then let's readdress this in the first half.